Spent hens are egg-laying hens that reach the end of egg-laying circles and are a major byproduct in the egg industry. There is a continuously increasing trend in the production of spent hens in Canada over the last 15 years, from approximately 26 million in 2015 to 35 million in 2019. Spent hen has a low market value due to a low meat yield and meat quality but a high processing cost comparing with broiler. Conventionally, except for a small portion being processed for food or feed use, spent hens are mostly disposed by landfilling such as burial and composting, which raise environmental concern. Currently, there are two major ongoing value-added applications being developed for spent hens, either processing spent hen as biomaterials such as protein-based adhesives and plastics or as functional food ingredients, which are mostly focusing on bioactive peptides. Bioactive peptides are short amino acid sequences with usually 2 to 20 amino acids and possess special physiological health benefits such as reducing high blood pressure, also called antihypertensive activity. Bioactive peptides reduce high blood pressure through multiple mechanisms, in which ACE inhibition is a major mechanism. ACE refers to angiotensin-converting enzyme, a very important enzyme that regulates blood pressure. In this study, we first extracted muscle proteins from spent hen carcass, and then 9 enzymes were used to digest spent hen muscle proteins. Totally 18 different spent hen muscle protein digests were produced. After determining their ACE inhibitory activity, 3 muscle protein digests produced by Pepsin, Protex 26L and Thermose showed the highest in vitro activity and were therefore fed to spontaneously hypertensive rat, an animal model of human essential hypertension. As you see in this video, we first did a surgery and implanted a transmitter into the animal connected with blood vessel, then the animal was left in a cage and put on a blood pressure signal receiver. Blood pressure can be monitored continuously. Among the 3 samples, spent hen muscle protein digest produced by Thermose reduced blood pressure significantly. Therefore, we found that spent hen can be used to prepare peptide-based functional food ingredient for hypertension management. This work will help to develop an alternative method for spent hen utilization for the egg industry.
Well, as we heard some very, very interesting research that's going on, and Hongbing is here with us to answer some questions. So thanks for sharing your research with us today, Hongbing.
Oh, hi, Daniel. Thank you for having me. I'm pleased to be here and answer any questions.
All right, so if people have any questions, you can just put them in the question and answer function, and then we will have an opportunity to ask them. But to get started, are there any of these blood pressure lowering peptides that are, already on products in Canada? Are there any places where you could get some of these types of enriched products already?
Okay, thanks for the question. So I think currently in Canada, if you were saying the product is produced in Canada, no, not. But there were some product produced in Japan, but they were sold. They were on sale in Amazon previously, but I just checked it a couple of minutes ago. Right now, it's not there in some other platforms, and mostly they were produced in Japan. So they were produced using fish proteins or sesame and mostly from milk proteins, and and also in North Europe, in Finland, they process the milk protein to produce this small peptide and into either milk drinks or sour milk. So they had a human study, so it shows really good effects.
So you talked about laying hen muscle and being able to extract it from there. Could broiler muscle also be used to get those blood pressure lowering peptides? Could they be found in other sources?
Okay, so thanks for the question. So I guess we did not do that, but there were many researchers from different journals that they were because I used to spend him because I want to figure out find an alternative disposal for the egg industry. But mostly people still use chicken, use breast meat, broiler meat, and for that reason, actually they were many, but it will not be exactly the same. But I mean, their proteins, their sequences are still somehow different. And for that reason, so we need to develop a specific method, like and then to try it in animals or laterally like in human trials and to validate. But I think like it definitely can be done.
So the reason you were choosing spent laying hens was to try and create a value over out of something that's basically sort of seen as a waste product now.
Oh yeah, because like spent hen is not like suitable for human consumption. It's not liked by food manufacturers or end consumers. Yeah.
Another question has come in. While there are plenty of spent hens out there, do you think it would be cost effective to obtain peptides from those sources?
Okay, so I think this is a really good like question, and I think because like from my research, because I separate the meat like first, and then use the pure meat to extract like protein, and then followed by producing peptides. I guess like I need to move it a little bit further, like to process the whole spent hen carcass, and then develop a more one step or two step like to, and then that can reduce the cost. But then like for that reason, so I think it has like that to need some time to cooperate with the industry for many from the food industry, and then like to develop a more cost effective method.
Now, what about even us as consumers eating live chicken meat, or not live chicken meat, but eating chicken meat? Is there a way that we could eat enough to get some of those same peptides and achieve the blood pressure lowering effect? Should we all be eating more chicken to lower our blood pressure?
Actually, like so, for the smaller peptide, which can reduce blood pressure or either the other physiological benefits, which can be produced from many proteins or many food products. But the case is like the digestive protease in our human digestive system, we may not have the enzymes or proteases like to produce these peptides. So because the one I showed like in the video is that is one extracted from microorganisms. So because that need like for a specific like enzymes to produce. So actually, for my peptide, it cannot be produced in your digestive system. But they were like some research that like just eating the meat. So through the digestive system, the enzyme in your body, so it can still produce that as well. And for the activities to reduce blood pressure in human, I guess because the dose I use is 1 gram per kilogram, but that's based on rat, the weight of rat. So if I like converting to human, so there's a formula by FDA. So they're like usually like so for humans, so the dose will be 1/6. And then and then times the weight of human, like I say like a 60 kilogram maybe. So the total I guess it will be like 10 to 15 grams like a day. But that's for the peptide. But if from the chicken meat, I guess that every day you need 150 to 200. And but the case is like we cannot produce it like just by eating meat, but it can be true. But that's I saw some studies they were doing this.